Hi, I'm Lynn of Spot Bear Designs. This tutorial is going to show you how to crochet the knot stitch, which is the featured stitch in the Merge Scarf and the Alternate Hat by Spot Bear Designs. As you can see here, the stitch has a beautiful texture, kind of a regular cobblestone texture, and it's really quite easy to do once you get the hang of it. So like most crochet projects, we're going to start with a row of chain stitches. So for the purposes of the demonstration, I'm going to chain just 6 chains, 2, 5, and 6. And as you can see, here is the top of our chains. We're going to turn the row of chains over, and we're going to work into the loops on the back here. So I'm going to start with working into the second chain from the hook. And I'm just going to do a row of single crochets across the chain. And since we started with the second chain from the hook, we are now going to have 5 single crochet stitches. So now I have my 5 single crochets. This is my preparatory row for the knot stitch. I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to do a chain stitch, which does not count as a stitch. This is just for height, and I'm going to start working the knot stitch. The knot stitch is a series of single crochet 2 together, but those stitches are overlapping, which I'll show you what I mean. So we're going to start by working into the first stitch, pull up a loop, and I'm going to work into the second stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 3 loops on the hook, and we have single crocheted 2 together. Now we're going to do the exact same thing again, but we're going to start in the second stitch here that we've already worked into. So I'm going to pull up a loop in the second stitch, pull up a loop in the third stitch, yarn over, and pull through. And again, we'll do single crochet 2 together, but we'll overlap. So we'll start with pulling up a loop in the third stitch, pull up a loop in the fourth stitch, yarn over, pull through. And to finish off the row, into the fourth stitch, and into the fifth stitch, yarn over, and pull through. Now if you go back and count, we'll see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. We started with 5 stitches. We don't want to change our stitch count. So at the end of every row of knot stitch, in order to keep consistent stitch count, you're going to also work 1 single crochet into this last stitch that you've already worked into. So I'm going to go back into that stitch and work a single crochet. Now I have 5 stitches in this row. I'm going to turn the row. I'm going to do a chain stitch, which again does not count, and I'm going to go back into doing the same, repeat the same thing of the single crochet 2 togethers, but overlapping. So I'm going to go into the first stitch, pull up, second stitch, pull up, yarn over, and pull through. Just going to continue that across the whole row. Every row in the knot stitch pattern is the same. So it's a really nice, easy repeat to get used to. I'm working in my last knot stitch here. And again, remember, you've created 4 stitches, you need 5. So I'm going to work a single crochet into that last stitch. And there you can start to see that texture that we looked at earlier, and it happens on both sides in alternate rows of bumps. So good luck with the knot stitch. I hope you have fun with it and enjoy making the merge scarf and or the alternate hat. This is Spot Bear Designs.